Hello, my name is Matt Pike. I'm the founder and managing director of Flyer Media. I'm in our head office in Houston, which is just across the water from your office in Liverpool. You spoke to Dennis about PPC. Thanks very much for getting in touch, by the way. But I'm just going to go through your website and talk a little bit about SEO. So I'm going to go through your website. I'm going to go through a competitor's website and show you a few things that we can do for you. So let's jump right into it. So this is your website. I believe it's a new website, and it's really good that you've got so many call to actions on it. So you've got the phone number up here. You've got the contact form above the fold. You've got a lead generation tool here. I had a look through it. It's a really good way to capture email addresses, things like that. You've got tons of things for brand credibility and building trust. So you've got a good ambassador. You've got testimonies. You've got facts and figures. You're associating with well-known brands, that kind of thing. There's one little quick tip that I'd recommend. For the homepage and pages like that, you don't necessarily need these icons here. So these icons, they don't actually link to your Facebook. They link to like a sharing page. So if you just go to LinkedIn, it actually shows up instead of your Facebook, your website. It just shows a link to your page. So you might want to reconsider linking that to LinkedIn and the appropriate social network. So anyway, that's just a little tip. Another quite big thing is you haven't got a sitemap. So a sitemap is essentially like a directory that you hand to Google. So if you don't have a sitemap, then it's quite difficult for Google to find it. They can still find you, but it's a lot easier for them to read your website, crawl your website if you submit them a sitemap. So this is how you check for it. And unfortunately, you don't have one. So just so that you know, just so you've got an idea of what they look like, I'll show you what ours looks like. And then these are just like a list. It's essentially a directory of pages so that Google can crawl the website. So here's some software that we've run the website through. So it shows the number of backlinks to your website. It shows some keywords that you're ranking for. It shows you the traffic to your website approximately. So let's have a quick look at some of the keywords that you're ranking for at the moment. So the main keywords that you're ranking for are branded keywords. So your company name, which is good, 100% you should be. There's no reason not to. But the people that are typing this in tend to already know you. So you want to be ranking for keywords for people that don't know you. So you want to be getting new business off, new customers, new clients. So you want to be ranking for terms like Manchester injury lawyers Manchester, personal injury lawyers, those kind of keywords, you know what I mean? So you can get customers from a new audience. So another company that do this really well are, I'm sure you've heard of them, Carter Law. So they also do personal injury law, personal injury law claims. And let me just show you some competitors. So SEM Rush, by the way, there's some software we use. It's good. You can look at competitors. You can do competitor research. You can see what content they're ranking for, so you can get content ideas. We normally get content ideas, put our twist on it, improve it, make it better, turn it into our own thing, and then ultimately outrank competitors as well. So that's just a background. So it's different services, but these are some of the keywords that they're ranking for. And this is the kind of search volume that they're getting. So if we can just try and find personal injury lawyers, personal injury Manchester solicitors. So 50 people a month are searching for this. Injury lawyers Manchester, 90 people per month. There's loads of other ones as well. Personal injury. There's tons here. Personal injury Manchester, personal injury lawyers Manchester. So this has got 390 searches. So all these keywords, you should be ranking for them as well. The reason that they're ranking for these keywords are because they've got a dedicated landing page just for personal injury personal injury solicitors Manchester. So if you go to click on personal injury here, it doesn't actually have a dedicated page for it. So you want to have a dedicated page for personal injury. So you can include the keyword. So here you can see that they include the keyword Manchester so that it picks up on it here. They also include the keyword here. And then if you look in some of the title tags as well, they use Manchester-based injury solicitors as well. So they put keywords in here too. They've also got more copy on the page, so that they explain things in a little bit more detail. They've got video. So these are just little things that you can pick up on that we can add into the site. So yeah. And then another very important factor that goes into ranking on Google, it's probably the biggest factor. So that's building backlinks. So a backlink is essentially a website pointing towards your website. So if I have a link to your website on the Fly High Media website, then that means that you've got a backlink. So in the olden days, it used to be a case of having tens, hundreds of thousands of links to your website, but Google soon saw that as spam. So they saw it as a bad SEO practice. So it's called black hat SEO, which we don't do. We do 100% white hat SEO, which is fully compliant with the Google guidelines. So the idea now in 2019 is to build good, high quality backlinks. So less is more, so that the more high quality links you have over low quality links, the better. So that's why it's important to focus on quality over quantity. So as you can see here, you've got 200,000 backlinks. Now that is a lot of backlinks. Let me just, so you've got some context of Carter law. So if you do a comparison here, if you look at Carter here, so they, just for context, they've got 1,300 backlinks, which is considerably a lot less, but there's coming from a lot more domains. So 221 different websites are linking to their website to give them 1,300 backlinks, whereas to get 200,000 backlinks, there's only 17 different domains. So that means that there's like one domain that's giving you a lot of backlinks, which can be seen as spam by Google, as it's really easy to do that. So Google wants to provide the best experience for the customer, so for the user. So let's have a quick dive into that. I'll do the same for this one as well, so while it's loading. Okay, so I presume you've got some sort of sponsorship agreement with Wigan, or you're on the website somehow, and you've actually got 194,000 backlinks from them. Now, that is a lot of backlinks, and I don't know how they got on the website, so I don't know how it was arranged or anything like that, but having that amount of backlinks from one source, especially when there's not many other referring domains, can be seen as spam and black hat. Same with Weebly, there's 5,200 links from that, which is a lot. The other links that you got to the website look to be the kind of websites that you want to be on. So Thompson's local directories, websites like that, especially for local businesses or businesses looking to target a specific location. And here's some of the other, here's some more backlinks from Carter's. So they've got, as I said, 221 different domains pointing to them. So they're in other directories as well. So like they're in the Daily Post, they're in the Mirror, they're in all sorts of directories. So you need to be in those directories as well. And they look to be quality quality backlinks as well. So they've got 60 authority, 68, 53. So domain authority is ranked out of 100. And the higher the better, basically. So 30 to 40, 50, that kind of range is good. So yeah, there's a lot of backlinks. Another thing that I picked up, so I googled going law Liverpool, and this came up on Google Maps. And if you click here, it says own this business. So it doesn't look like you've claimed that listing. All you need to do is type it in on Google and then click own this business, and then it'll take you through the setup stage. So they'll send you a letter in the post, and then you just type in it. They'll send you a verification code, and then you just send it in. It'll come in like 3 to 5 days, and then you'll just type it in, and then it'll come up. So if you see here, it looks like you've done it. So you're completely registered for Google My Business, and then you can go forward from there. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I mean, it's got a solid foundation for like a good SEO and PPC campaign. There just needs to be a few tweaks. It's good for the user. We just need to make sure that it looks good in Google's eyes as well. So make sure there's keywords, make sure there's good amount of backlinks, and make sure it's a nice clean site as well. If we need to, then we can go through some backlink removal if there's any toxic backlinks as well. So yeah, there's plenty to work with. We can look further into things in a proposal for you. So yeah, we're looking forward to speaking to you again. And yeah, thanks for watching.